Hello, my name is Walter Younger. I am the son of Mama, husband of Ruth Younger, father of Travis Younger, and brother of Benitha Younger. Mama will be receiving a check of $10,000. I want to use it to start a liquor business so I can make enough money to buy a house and give the business to my son Travis. But Mama wants to buy a house so we can start over. Benitha wants to use some of the money for schooling. So we fight over who will get the money, but we all know it's Mama's money, so we have to wait and see what she wants to do with the money. During this scene, I am fighting with Benitha about Mama's money and her schooling. I wish she would stop being such a pain and start giving back to us. Ruth and I work every day to put clothes on her back, and Travis has to sleep on the couch in the living room. It's early in the morning, so I'm not wanting to hear anything from anyone. I act the way I do because I'm the man of the house now, and I want to show my son how it is to be a man, but I don't think I'm there yet. Ruth has a baby on the way, and she doesn't know if she wants to keep it or have an abortion. And that puts a lot on me because I don't feel like I'm doing my job. Some key lines in the scene I say is that I want Benitha to stop acting holy around here. Me and Ruth have made some sacrifices for her. Why can't she do anything for the family? I also say something about Mama taking out a few $1,000s to help her through school. Ruth has been going to work in somebody's kitchen for the last 3 years to help put clothes on her back. Another line is when I say he's my father too. This means that he is my father, so I think some of the money should be mine as well. The scene is important because it shows how much we want the money and how eager we are for it to come in. It shows how much Benitha and I argue, how Ruth is stressed out because I bring her into the conversation. This scene was led from talking about Mama's check and what she wants to do with it and what we want to do with it. It will lead us to the point to where everyone argues about where the money will go and what Mama will spend on it. Walter, to me, fits pretty good with the American dream, with how he wants to spend the money and have freedom to do what he wants by owning a liquor business and owning their own house. My idea of the American dream is freedom to everyone and cannot be judged by the color of your skin because we are all human and everyone deserves to be treated as one.
You can tell I don't have my bandana on today. But hello, my name is Ruth. His name is Walter. His sister is Benitha, which is my sister-in-law. The character Mama is my mother-in-law, which is Walter's mother and Benitha's mother. I have a young boy named Travis. It turns out I'm pregnant with a child on the way. I'm thinking about getting an abortion, but I'm deciding with my husband Walter. My dream is to have a big house with our family. Right now we live in a 2-bedroom apartment in Chicago. I wish to be happy with my family. Mama's getting a $10,000 insurance money from her dead husband. So later on she buys a house. The dream I always wanted. I'm so happy we got the house we wanted. My husband Walter's upset because he wanted to invest in a liquor store. He believes it'll help the family on the way. So later, Mama bought the house. She left with $3,500 split with Benitha and Walter. First, he puts the money in a small business for the liquor store, and later on, a friend stole the money, but wanted to try to get it back, but he didn't. So the scene we're doing is shows Walter, me, and Benitha, or Walter, Benitha, and I, and we're arguing about the lifestyle we're in right now. All they want is Mama's money. I, who's Ruth, just wanted everyone to settle down and be a family. I try calming them both down, but they just keep fighting. Walter wants the money to invest in a liquor store. Benitha just wants to be a doctor. Walter doesn't want Benitha to be a doctor. I tell Walter to go back to work and calm down. While Walter's gone, I talk to Benitha to tell her to quit arguing, and I just want everybody to be happy.
I'm Benitha Younger, one of the characters in Raisin in the Sun. I'm an obnoxious and self-centered person who takes but never gives, but I'm also the smartest in my family, choosing to go to college and become a doctor. I also have a very extensive vocabulary. I fit into the play as a supporting character to the tale of A Raisin in the Sun. My dream is to become a doctor and to save my race from becoming rather uneducated. I'm very liberal rather than conservative like Mama, whose traditional family values and her belief in God clashes with my new values and my growing atheism. I'm very expressive and I'm trying to show my African heritage through new clothes that Joseph Ossiga got me, or me dancing to African tribal music. I'll usually act very high and mighty about my intellect and show it through my dialogue with Mama or Walter. Talking about Walter, his and my interactions with each other are usually arguments or poking fun at one another. When Walter lost my part of Mama's life insurance check, I was furious and sad. I lashed out at Walter, calling him a fool. My self-esteem is very snobby or pompous, thinking that I am better than everyone else in my family. When it comes to hobbies, I'm often very unstable when choosing one. I can go from horseback riding to photography in a matter of time. The characters in A Raisin in the Sun embody different ideas of chasing your dreams. Walter's is using trial and error, evidenced by his liquor store debacle. Mama's is using careful planning and researching for hers. And mine is diving headfirst into the dream and solving it along the way. In the end, it's truly Mama's way that has her dream come true. My dream of becoming a doctor is because being a female doctor during this time was considered abstract. Moving back to my personality, Joseph Ossiga, my other lover, found me a nickname. He calls me Alayo, which means for one for whom bread is not enough. I usually expect my family to pay for everything, and this shows my arrogance. Walter and I share a similar trait of putting money over everything, but I'm more quiet about it than Walter. I coerced Mama to use her money to pay for my tuition by telling her about doctors and women who work. In conclusion, I, beneath the younger, am an obnoxious and self-centered person that takes but never gives. I'm shown as the smartest in my family, shown by my vocabulary. I've shown myself as a go-getter and an ambitious lady. However, my inept concern for other people and the fact that I put money over everything shows that I'm not a very good person. I'm gonna start timing those people.
You should start getting up earlier.
Really? What do you suggest, dawn?
You're a hobo like a child at this hour.
Good morning, brother.
How's school coming?
Lovely, lovely. You know, biology is particularly interesting. I dissected something that looked like you yesterday.
I just wondered if you made up your mind and everything.
Well, what did I answer yesterday morning? And the day before that, and the day before that,
Don't be so nasty, Gabe.
and the day before that, and the day before that.
I'm interested in you. Something wrong with that? Not many girls stand to be a doctor! Have we figured out how much medical school is going to cost?
Why don't you leave that girl alone and get back to work?
Come out of that, please.
You know the check is coming tomorrow.
Walter, that money is Mama's, not ours. I don't care if she buys a house with it. I don't care if she goes to the moon with it. As long as it's ours, it's hers.
Well, ain't you a nice girl? You got your mama's heart of interest, don't you? But if Mama got all that money, she can always take out a few $1,000s to get out of your school.
I never asked anybody to do anything around here for me.
No, and the line between accepting and asking for something is big and wide, ain't it?
Well, what do you want from me, brother? That I quit school or just drop dead?
I
Which?
want-
Huh? Which?
I don't want nothing for you, but stop acting holy around here. Me and Ruth have been making sacrifices. Why can't you do anything for the family?
Oh, Walter, don't be dragging me into this.
You are, and don't you get up and go to work in somebody's kitchen for the last 3 years to help put clothes on their back?
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, nobody expects you to get on your knees and say, thank you, brother, thank you, Ruth, thank you, Mama, and thank you, Travis, for wearing the same pair of shoes for 2 semesters.
Well, I do, all right. Thank everybody, and forgive me for wanting to be anything at all. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Stop it. Your mom will hear you.
Who the hell told you you had to be a doctor? If you're so crazy about messing around with sick people, then go be a nurse like other women, or just get married and shut up.
Well, you finally got it said, didn't you? Took you 3 years, but you finally said it. It's Mama's money.
He was my father too.
So what? He was mine too, and Travis's grandfather. But the insurance money belongs to Mama. Picking on me is not going to make her give it back to you to invest in any liquor store. And thank God for that.
See, did you hear? Did you hear that?
Oh, honey, please just go back to work.
No. Nobody in the house is gonna understand me.
Because you're a nut.
Who's a nut?
You're a nut. These mad, boy.
The world's most backward race of people, and that's a fact.
And then there are all those prophets who led us into the wilderness, into the swamps.
Benny, why are you speaking to your brother? You'd be sweeter sometimes.
I need some money to get coffee.
50 cents. Well, here, take a taxi.